come to the portion of our program that is led by the members of our student body. I'd like to welcome our student body president, Mr. Devin Salazar.
Good evening, everyone. As Mr. Johnson said, my name is Devin Salazar, and I would like to formally welcome you all to the Class of 2017's graduation ceremony. Seniors, this is it. Our time in East has come to an end. This is the last moment we will have with all of our peers. In famous words of Dr. Seuss, sometimes you will never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory. Throughout our years attending East High, we have made a great number of memories. Winning the East-West game freshman year, witnessing another president come into office, receiving the 100th edition of the Ithaca, watching as our peers receive state-level recognition, and most of all, helping each other grow into the adults we are today.
Class of 2017. It's been real, it's been fun, but it hasn't always been real fun. At times, it's been tough. If a challenge isn't tough, it's not worth our time and effort. 4 years ago, not one of us expected to be who each of us are now. As C.S. Lewis asked, isn't it funny how day by day nothing changes, but when you look back, everything is different? High school is a journey in which one of the goals is to find one's true self. Very often, we try to find our true self by comparison to others. I found this to be a poor technique, for we are all different. However, we as the class of 2017 share so much in common.
Good afternoon. We finally made it to one of the most anticipated and counted down to days of our lives, May 19th, 2017. After about 2,340 days of our lifetime spent in school, or 35% of our life, we finally crossed the finish line. Here we are sitting next to our classmates, our best friends, our teammates, and our teachers. This day marks the beginning of our future, our journey into the real world. This 13-year journey has led us to this point, but the journey doesn't stop here. This is the beginning of a path that will lead us into inconceivable challenges and adventures. We hurricanes will face storms in our life. There will be strong winds that want to knock us down, and oftentimes we may feel like we are spinning out of control. But we need to know that in the eye of the storm, everything is calm. We will never forget the mishaps, mistakes, and meaningful moments that have shaped us into future leaders and world changers. The times when we procrastinated doing our homework, spent late nights at Chick-fil-A, or drove to the top of Morristown, these are the times we will never forget. These are the moments that make high school, high school.
To come to part of our program, East High is a school where traditions begin. We begin a tradition of bestowing this scroll, which the students who purchased the class ring signed, signifying that they were committing themselves to graduate. I now bestow this upon your senior student body senior president, Mr. Reed, for his safekeeping.
Well, 13 years later, and we're here. And after 4 years of high school, there's a lot of memories made, a lot of friends made. Like freshman year, one thing I remember from that is walking into a classroom, and the first thing that was said to me is, if the teacher doesn't show up in 15 minutes, we get to leave. And then all the years spent trying not to change Mr. Tilley's lovely disposition and hoping that we could just make it through another day in like 95-degree weather. All that aside, I've done a lot of things I never thought I would and accomplished a lot more than I thought, like taking an AP math class. Wouldn't have never thought I'd have been doing that. Thanks to Mr. Ramsey, I actually had a lot of fun and enjoyed it a lot. Another one's taking an AP literature class. Had a lot of fun with that too. With all that aside, keep it short and keep it sweet. No matter what you do, how you do it, where you go, as the words of Mr. Ramsey himself, just do your best and don't worry about it. Thank you.
Good evening and welcome to the 49th commencement exercise of Morristown-Hamblen High School East. Let's give another round of applause to our student speakers as they did a fantastic job. It seemed on the surface this class was going in many different directions. But as I played my 70s and 80s music, and sometimes they liked it and sometimes they didn't, in the morning as they came in, I would challenge them, who is it? Who's singing that song? Who's that song? And I was astonished that they knew it. And these were songs that were sung way before you guys were even born. And I wondered and I thought about that, and it soon hit me. These were songs that parents, grandparents were playing as they brought these students to school, took them on vacation, took them to church as they were growing up. And you ask yourself, what's this got to do with a way to define this class? It's really very simple. It restores in me that you, the class of 2017, have parents that have given you values to take with you as you graduate tonight. The songs that I played come from a time that were sung with a meaning. So parents, be proud of these young men and women that sit before me, for they have what it takes to challenge the world. Because as you as parents have given to them what it takes to be graduate of Morristown East, you have helped make them a hurricane. And what's a hurricane?
Always a hurricane.
Ladies and gentlemen, a good friend of mine's retiring. Let's get him what he deserves, class.
Thank you. You may have a seat, please. I know you just were standing up because you thought you were going to get your diplomas that quick, weren't you? Thank you, Mr. Johnson, and thank you for everyone who is here this evening. This is my 16th and final graduation address as Superintendent of Schools for Hamblen County and for Morristown-Hamblen High School East. And for that, I want to thank the folks who are behind me, our Board of Education. It is a rare event that someone gets to be a part and lead a school system for 16 years and you get to go out without them pushing you out the door. So thank you for the opportunity that you have given me. But my leadership has never been about me, and tonight it's not about me either. It's about you. Mr. Johnson, thank you for being the principal of East High School. 16 years. I was here 16 years ago, where I was actually a part of this graduation ceremony, and I watched you come in. Friends and parents and grandparents, you've gotten a lot older. Oh, I look at you and I'm so glad I'm staying young and you're getting older. But ladies and gentlemen and friends and family of these prospective graduates, on behalf of our Board of Education and our entire administrative staff, we want to thank you for celebrating tonight with some of the finest graduates in the state of Tennessee. The class of 2017 Morristown-Hamblen High School East, give them one more round of applause. We're proud of you. Recently recognized nationally by U.S. News & World Report as one of America's best high school. This award was accomplished based on the results of hard work, dedication, through rigorous exams such as advanced placement, other college-level coursework. Congratulations, and never, never taking the easy way out. Thank you for your dedication, your hard work, and I know that that will carry you into the next journey of your life. The hallmark of a great school is the leadership of its students. It's apparent through your commitment to excellence that East High School is becoming a greater school each year. Senior class, thank you for what you've done. You will soon realize, as you transition now into the next stage of your life, that participating in higher tiered academics will lead you to a place that few others will be able to go. I believe Principal Johnson's words were never more true. Morristown-Hamblen High School East, where traditions begin. You are going to change the world. I believe this tradition will hold for many years. It's also through special memories like tonight that once a hurricane, always a hurricane, truly comes to life. But tonight, the last thing that I want to share with you that almost goes hand in hand with the song that was just sung, I want to finish tonight the way that we started the school year. Impact local and reach global. Let's go change the world, class of 2017.